everybody, my name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, thank you very much for coming here today, and if you are returning, thank you for spending some time with me. So today this is my regular Flosstube update. It is the 7th of March 2023 and this is Flosstube number 34. Blimey, it's a lot of floss tubes now. So this week I have touched 4 full coverage projects. I've got a little bit of haul and my February start and finish. So let's just get cracked on straight away. Okay, so the first piece that I have worked on this month is this piece. It is by StitchingJules Designs, and it is Polar Bear and Cub. Jules has an Etsy shop and a website and all sorts of things, so go and have a look. She's releasing new designs literally more and more now, so it's definitely worth going and seeing what she has to offer. The last time we saw this, it was at 58.82%. We are now up to 63.03%. And as you can see, I've been working a little bit more on the big polar bear here and moving across left to right with the confetti, and then I'm going to fill in the white as and when. This is stitched on 18 count Ada to its magic guide 2/1 full cross, and I just love it. It's a lovely piece. I'm really enjoying it. So that is that. Else is on the list. So the next thing I worked on was a stitching shelf tablet. Is this piece, Heaven and Earth design, artwork by Aimee Stewart. This is the regular size max colour version, and still in the hoop. Last month, or last fortnight should I say, sorry, no, not even that, last week. I still haven't got used to all this. I keep changing how often I do my floss tubes. But last time it was out on the channel, it was at 11.37%. We are now at 11.50. So as we can see, I've just continued moving along this line here. You see how much I've got to get to the end of this next row. But yeah, very pleased with how this is coming along. Lovely colours in it and in a very enjoyable stitch. And it's stitched on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross. Okay, so the next thing I worked on was Envy. This piece, so again another Heaven and Earth design. Artwork is by Marta Dahlig. This is my second of the 7 deadly sins. The first one I did was avarice, and I actually got the equivalent of an extra day's full coverage stitching in this month, this week should I say. God, I'm terrible this morning. Last time we saw this, it was at 17.25%. We are now up to 17.88%. And I did release a Stitch With Me featuring this piece this week. So if you haven't seen that, I will have linked it in the top corner. And as you can see, I've just carried on working down here. More dress coming in ever more towards the edge. And I think, oh, there's my book that I dropped. Let me just see what line I'm at now. I think we've moved down a little bit. Yeah, we're almost at 460 stitches down now, which is about there. This is stitched on 25 count Lugana 1/1 full cross, and coming along a treat. I do enjoy getting, you know, working on envy when I do pick it out. Oh dear. This book's a pain in the bum because I've got the paper pattern for the Eagle in Flight attached to it. Right, so the last full coverage piece I worked on was I did the equivalent of 2 sessions on the Realm of Middle-earth. Yesterday, Monday, I was at a work conference and I knew I wasn't going to fit in my 500 full coverage, so I did it on the Sunday instead. So on Sunday I actually got 1,000 stitches in on this piece. It's the Realm of Middle-earth map, which is a retired piece, and it's by Tilton Crafts. This is stitched again on 25 count magic guide, 1/1 full cross, and I put in 1,000 stitches in filling in this section, and again a little bit along there. As you can see, those Mirkwood are getting further and further behind. Just for this piece so that you can see, I'm not going to unfold it entirely, but we're not far away from the end of another row. There's about 3 or 4 pages there to get to the end of the row, and that'll be 3 full rows done. So yeah, 1/1 full cross on 25 count even weave, so that is that. So yeah, 26.79 to 26.92%, so creeping up. We're definitely well into the second quarter of that now. So the last thing that I've worked on, oh, I didn't do this, did I? That's the mock-up for the Realm of Middle-earth. That's what it'll look like when it's done. And I've been working in this bit up here. So as you can see, still quite a lot to go. So the last piece that I've worked on is my start and finish for February, which is, no, for March. It's just one of them days today. I can't get my words out, I can't get my thoughts out, and I'm just, I think I need an extra, I need to go back to bed. And it's this one. It's Heritage Crafts. John Clayton is the artist, and it is called Eagle in Flight. Flights of Fancy Eagle in Flight. Now this kit came with 14 count Ada, but there's quite a lot of fractionals. There's horizontal fractionals, where, you know, the top half and the bottom half, and then there's diagonal fractionals, and there's vertical fractionals. So oh my god. So I switched the fabric out for 28 count even weave, which I actually, you know, got here at home, and got cracked on with some even weave with it. So this is the middle. So around here is the middle. So this portion here will be the head and the beak. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see it. I think so. So as you can see there. So I'm about, there's 6 pages of pattern. I've done half of 1 page. This is just over a half of 1 page, so I'm about a 1/12 of the way through. But some pages obviously have got less on, some pages have got more. But yeah, stitching it, like I said, on this 28 count even weave, 2/2. And some of the fractionals have already started in it, so just moving up a bit closer there so you can see some of the fractionals have started here, and there will be quite a lot in there in the head of the eagle. But yeah, so that's that. So just another couple of things before I go and bang my head against a brick wall or wash my mouth out or whatever I need to do to actually be able to speak today, because I have to work. Went and got a little bit of haul, not a lot. I got, to finish the London kit, last month's start and finish, I got a couple of, sorry about the shadows, daughter walking in front of the window there. I got a couple of skeins of the glow in the dark thread, which is E940, So I'll certainly have more than enough to finish the back stitch on that kit. If I do get an opportunity to do it this month, I will. If not, it'll just go into the June finishers, depending on how I get on with the eagle, because the eagle, to be fair, is quite a big kit. I think those are about £2 each or something like that. I didn't end up having to go to Hobbycraft. And then also from Hobbycraft, I got another 3 mini kits, all Easter themed. These were 3 for £6. So we've got an Easter gonk, an Easter egg, and an Easter bunny. So these are all with 14 count Ada in them, and just nice little quick stitches for Easter. I also got the children some card Easter eggs which they can colour in, and you know, things like that. So, and lastly but not least, in terms of haul for my daughter, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you will have seen this. My daughter and I went shopping at the weekend, and I popped into Home Bargains because she needed a new mug, because hers had come to a bit of a sticky end. So I said, right, okay, let's go to Home Bargains and we'll have a mooch. Now, the Home Bargains, if you don't know, it's like an English, if you're not in the UK, it's a shop that sells homewares, bits of soft furnishings. It does things like seasonal things like costumes for Halloween. It does things like toiletries, pet food, stationery, and a little bit of food and alcohol and that as well. So every time we go in, there's a different theme. The last time I went in, obviously it was full of Valentine's stuff. This time it's full of Mother's Day, because Mother's Day in the UK is a week on Sunday, I want to say. I think I'm right, I can't be sure. So we were having a look, and Victoria found the mug that she wanted, but also on this there were some kits. Now these are it wasn't expensive at all. So if anybody, even if you're not a stitcher and you're watching this and you wonder what, you know, how expensive or inexpensive cross stitching can be, if you're in the UK, run, don't walk to Home Bargains, because she got this Tatty Teddy Me to You kit. It's not got a lot of colours in it, and it was £2. It was less than £2, and it goes in a 8x10 inch frame, so like a standard A4 frame. So if anybody was not sure about whether or not to take up cross stitching, less than £2, it's got the hoop and everything in it. Have a go. You know, I mean, we're all in the cost of living crisis and tightening our belts, but you know, you could literally create something beautiful for only a small amount of money. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There might be 6 colours in this, and backstitch. Backstitch might be a bit of an issue, but you know, if you follow the instructions, you can't go wrong, can you? So if Home Bargains can do this for, you know, sort of £2 a pop, and you wanted to try it, go and try it. Give yourself a foothold in the cross stitching world, and then have a look at the bigger, the more expensive stuff, like, you know, the full coverage and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's that public service announcement for the day done. Right, so that is all from me today, certainly all in terms of stitching, haul and everything else. What I need to do now is go off and get ready for work, but I will be back later this week for at least 1, if not 2, stitch with me's. I'm going to try and keep my content sort of high. I've mentioned it before, I keep mentioning it. You're probably getting fed up of hearing me say it. I know that, you know, potentially they are on Andy's channel. We're all suffering with cost of living, and something that you can do for free that doesn't cost you is to watch an extra video or 2. It all adds up and it helps me earn the revenue, the ad revenue from YouTube. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to, you know, buy me a coffee or send me a donation or anything like that. It's something you can do for free. So yeah, if you can, you know, go and watch an extra video. That'd be much appreciated, because it all helps. I had a whopping energy bill this month because, and I'm looking at my daughter when I say this, when the heating goes on extra when I am not around.
I believe that it's twice. It's how you want to complain about. I came in the other week with her when you were out, and I was sweating.
Yeah, well,
that
you
was
know.
Hannah's problem.
Anyway, moving swiftly on, yeah, if you can watch an extra video, it'd be appreciated. Also, a like, a comment, a share, whatever, it'll just help sort of bring me up in the YouTube rankings, as it were. So yeah, right, I'm going to go and get ready for work. I'm going to stop waffling on now and hope that I can actually talk some sense by the time I pick up the phone in a short while. But other than that, I will see you later this week for Stitch with me. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Take care. Bye bye for now.